Government corruption has emerged as a leading issue on the international policy agenda because of its many adverse effects, particularly when it comes to development and security. There's a growing international recognition that governments must redouble efforts to fight corruption. But there's also an awareness that in many cases, they cannot or will not do so themselves. And it's not difficult to understand why. Asking a government, a national political leader, to pursue government corruption is essentially asking them to investigate and prosecute themselves. And so given these challenges and risks of tackling corruption domestically, the international community has come to play a much greater role in the global anti-corruption struggle. However, rather than impose costly top-down solutions, this international involvement has taken a much more hybrid form through the creation of what I call International Anti-Corruption Commissions, or IACCs. These are entities in which international experts partner with domestic agencies to investigate and prosecute high-profile corruption, as well as introduce institutional reforms. IACCs reflect what scholars have called shared sovereignty arrangements. They are sponsored by international organizations, but national political authorities retain substantial control over how they operate and what their scope of activities actually is. And so for corrupt governments, these can actually be very appealing commissions. It allows them to simulate a commitment to global anti-corruption norms on the one hand, while very much controlling and manipulating the scope of anti-corruption enforcement. My book project examines the origins, development, and consequences of international anti-corruption commissions in the part of the world where they were pioneered, Central America. And specifically, I compare the IACC experiences of 3 countries in Central America. I look at the United Nations-sponsored International Commission Against Impunity in Guatemala, the Organization of American States sponsored support mission to combat corruption and impunity in Honduras, and the International Commission Against Impunity in El Salvador, which was also backed by the Organization of American States. My hope is that this project will not only help us unpack the lessons and the legacies of Central America's anti-corruption struggles, but that it will also inform policy on how the international community can best support efforts to strengthen the rule of law. Thank you.